Dragon season 3. How we feeling?
Yeah, really good. Really good.
Battle of the Gullets coming.
Yeah.
How we feeling about that?
Yeah, terrified.
Scared. Okay, same. The show has taken some creative liberties with Fire and Blood. You know, will we see any major changes in the Battle of the Gullet?
Have you guys read the book?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay, well,
Yeah.
the answer, I haven't read the book. So.
Yeah, you have, right?
Yeah,
we've read it.
Yeah.
I think people can be excited to see the route that it's going to go down. I think people are going to be very happy.
Yeah, I think the one thing is the constant is the chaos of it, and the actual brutality of it is something that is very much highlighted in this battle. So yeah, that's something that we will see in its entirety with this.
And I think your showrunner, Ryan, has said that this is like probably the most intense battle that they've ever done. You know, how was that just as actors to get to play on this massive set? I know you're probably separated a little bit, but just like knowing the totality of something as big as this battle.
Yeah, it was. I mean, from our point.
Yeah, because I think we have a different experience.
Totally different. Yeah.
But yeah, so you were saying.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it was ridiculous. It was insane. Like, I think there was the half of you that was, or the 90% of me that was like, oh my God, I'm on a theme park ride here. This is insane. This is incredible. I'm like LARPing, playing, killing pirates and stuff. And then there's the other 10% that's like, oh my God, someone is going to probably die here today. It was madness. Like, it was such a visceral experience. And, I think the beauty of it was everyone was really wanting to put their all in it. Like, the stunt team were incredible, costume, the art department, like everyone wanted to make this into a spectacle, and you could feel the love for that. And it was, insane on the boats. I think, like truly nuts. Yeah.
You're on the boats, we're in the air.
Yeah, you guys are,
How was
This
that?
is kind of your first real big.
Yeah, we get to be in it. We get to do
I know.
Also, I think it's the first time what we've seen, I'm sure Lani said this is the first time in the Thrones world we've seen a battle in the seas and in the sky at the same time, which is cool.
Yeah, we was in that V stage. There's a studio called the V stage, which has the dragon mechanical thing.
Yeah.
I don't know the specific word for it.
A mechanical dragon.
Yeah, a lot of time in there with wind machines and dust flying in your eyes, and I'm making it sound horrible. It's not. It's
so
very
fun.
very fun. It's very good, and get to ride a dragon for a job.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's also, I think our experiences were so different because when you're shooting on the book, you have to be by yourself because they can only shoot one at a time.
Yeah.
So as these guys were having like constant rehearsals and like prep and getting to do it as a team.
And just a bigger set.
And then get to come in and do the, almost like a choreography.
Yeah.
We got to watch that. So we got shown what our POV would be, but we didn't get to do it together. So much of, I think, the end result was down to Lonnie like setting the scene for us on the day of like what they'd already shot or what he knew he wanted to shoot with these guys, so that we could make sure we were matching energy and like the battle was going in the same direction from both places.
Yeah.
Did he get on a megaphone for you as well?
Oh, we did.
Yeah. Lonnie loves a megaphone.
The Game of Thrones universe is known for its massive battles. We had Battle of the Bastards, Battle of Winterfell, Battle of Backwater Bay, which were kind of back in the water a little bit. With the Battle of the Gullet, like, how does it feel to sort of join that sort of legion of battle a little bit and sort of know that like this is going to go down in the show history?
I think for me, because the only other battle I'd done was the Stepstones in season 1, which was lots of running around and crushing people's skulls. And this was nice because I didn't have to run around to crush people's skulls. I could do it in situ. But no, what we had, I don't know if you remember this, because we would have meetings. I certainly had meetings with Lonnie beforehand when he was discussing it. He showed us the models and all the drawings. And he, bless him, I don't know if you get to talk to him, he gets so excited.
He does.
Doesn't he, right? And it becomes infectious. And he's like, oh my God, we're going to have this and we're going to have you. And I'm like, Lonnie, all of this is going over my head, man. Just tell me who I get to kill. But so they built this beautiful, huge, three ships, in fact. Two that are actually, without giving anything away, there's a collision. Two of them are stuck together. And then you've got all this water, and there are divers in there, make sure that we don't hurt ourselves. And then they're squirting water at you with a water cannon. I mean, no acting involved.
You're like, you're in it.
Extraordinary, yeah. But he kept saying this is going to be very big. It's one of the biggest things we've seen on TV.
Yeah.
And even just the little bit that we were involved in
felt huge.
Yeah.
It was it was so crazy. I mean, again, like it's one of those ones as well where I don't think we would ever experience something like this in our careers.
Again.
Like it really is one of those
once in a
like,
lifetime.
once in a lifetime.
Epic.
And you felt that. And I think everyone really felt that. And so that's why all that energy was there to make something really epic and really cool. So yeah, it was
So
crazy.
brilliant. Cross department as well. I think like I was so aware of, because there's always different units shooting at the same time. So if I was in to shoot on another unit, but these guys were doing a battle thing, there was always someone who'd run over and be like, look at this. And they wanted to show you like a bit that they'd filmed or like a cool makeup look they'd done or like one of the costumes that had been, destroyed or something. And it felt like everybody in the studio was just like buzzing for the whole bit of time where this was happening.
Yeah.
How would you say this battle changes the trajectory of the show moving forward?
Changes a lot.
Everything changes.
Changes a lot.
It changes a lot.
Yeah, that's a very succinct, accurate answer.
Yeah, I think it really captures the sort of how uncool wars are. How devastating and horrible they are, which I think, a lot of the time whenever you think of battles or wars, it's really, especially in fantasy, you think it's really cool, it's awesome, it's epic, whereas this is just really raw. And I think that is carried then throughout the season. And of again the cost of it all, the how it changes people, which is I think is really rare to see in any form of media, of like the actual, especially within fantasy, the costs of war on the psyche. So I think it really is. It's going to change a hell of a lot.
Yeah, it's interesting because you said earlier, there was chaos. And that's I've never thankfully been in a war, but that's kind of how I imagine it to be. And I'm so, especially for episode 1, I'm so glad that season 2, the bulk of season 2 was about trying to avoid war.
Yeah.
Because anybody who's been in this world, who has been to war, knows it's something that you want to avoid. I think there's, sometimes you hear it from the old servicemen now, there's this phrase that in war, the only winner is war itself. And I felt that reading these scripts. This is not something that's fun for these people.
It's not glorious.
It's not an adventure.
Yeah.
You're literally just trying to survive.
There's really no winner.
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
Well, as much as this show is filled with fantasy, there's parts of it which I love, that it feels very real, which is nice, because it isn't all just about like dragons and everything.
Right.
It's got some realness to it as well,
What can you sort of say about where Corlys and Alan sort of their relationship stands in season 3 and where we're going with that?
It's rough. It's tough. Talking about absent fathers. Let's get into
Where you been?
Let's
Where you been?
let me pull that plus off. No, I think we're in it's still tough. I think we're still trying to figure each other out, and something that I am sort of excited to sort of share with audiences is then how war also affects that, and how that kind of, and where that evolves into, because it's not easy. I mean, we left it quite
there's
bitter.
that last, if I remember, the last scene with us in the season 2, we're literally not even looking at each other. I'm forcing him to serve with me. He doesn't want to be there. He's told me, and he's spoken to me like no one speaks to me other than my now deceased wife. And I've still gone, no, we're gonna do this thing. And I think for me, what was exciting about this upcoming season is that even Corlys, the old dog, can evolve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And so the relationship when we meet them in the beginning of the season is, I think, frosty is
It's
mild.
still frosty. Yeah. It's again, it's something that there's a lot of history there.
Yeah.
And
he's lost 2 children already. Like to know that you have somebody, there's a door that's open.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be easy.
Right.
It's not where you sort of just go, I made a mistake, son. Come on in.
Yeah, exactly.
No, and quite rightly, he makes Corlys earn any modicum of respect or whatever that he any that he would like. And so Corlys, for the first time, is having to see it from someone else's point of view and go, actually, maybe the kid's got a point.
I think there's an interesting juxtaposition with the sibling rivalry here. We have Rhaenyra, Aegon, Aemon, all very much vying for the throne in different ways. And then you have Rhaena and Baela, and I think how do you sort of view those two kind of dynamics here? Because, these people are willing to kill and, fight, go to the ends of the earth. And then there's Baela and Rhaena. How do you feel like that is influenced?
It's so, it's just their relationships are so different. Yeah. I think Baela and Rhaena love each other so much. And again, because they experienced loss at such a young age, they have found a way to care for each other that is so unique to what they see around them. And it's almost interesting to think of the three who are now there's so much infighting. You want to say to them, zoom out and look at what you've lost. You share this. You share that you also lost your father. And it doesn't have to be like this. I think what's a shame about Baela and Rhaena is that they're separated for a lot of their time. And it's almost like every time they had the chance to be back together, something meant that they couldn't be. And I think they have had now such different experiences growing up. It's almost become these two are so tight knit, and Rhaena feels like she doesn't have anyone to ground her back to what her meaning is in this family almost. And we see that right from when they're little, when Jace and Baela, they have their dragons and they're off doing their thing. And I think that's when we start to see the shift in their closeness, but they still love each other so much. And I know that they would do anything for each other, unlike the other three who are trying to kill each other.
Yeah. Healthiest siblings.
Yeah, healthiest siblings in Westeros.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree the score of House of the Dragon in the Game of Thrones universe is iconic. When you hear it. Ramin obviously is a genius. But you're a DJ. Is there any no, but I want to say any chance for a collab?
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
I feel like that would be epic.
Interesting, actually. Mm-hmm.
Like a club mix. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'll just have some my conversation.
Get on the phone. Yeah, make it happen.
I remember when we had that final season soundtrack for Game of Thrones, we had The Weeknd, and it was crazy. I feel like we could.
Really, I didn't know that.
It's a sick soundtrack.
I'd do it.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I would.
I'm gonna manifest this for you.
Yeah.
Great.
Actually, that's a brilliant idea.
That'd be so sick.
Oh, thank you.
It was Travis Scott and maybe SZA, I think.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, actually, if I can work with some vocalists as well.
Yeah.